Hello, everybody, and welcome to the live stream edition of the Don't Be Mad podcast. I'm your boy Matthew, aka Lefty Lucky, and I'm joined here as always with
Jamali
and Jason. What's up,
and
people?
it is a super rainy, drowsy, gloomy Friday afternoon, evening. Good Friday. I ate meat today. Whatever.
Doesn't matter.
Not really my thing.
Not really my thing either, so.
And we want to welcome everybody who is on the stream. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for being a part of a first of what will be many, but not every week because,
No.
I mean, sometimes we like to take our time with things. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, man.
But let's start this off the way we always do. How was your week? Gentlemen, how was the mental health?
I'm good, man. It's been a
Let's,
good week. It's a good
Right
week.
into it. It's a good week.
It's a good week.
It's a good Friday.
We'll see.
Like a Kanye, a Kanye run. Jason, what about you? You're quiet over there, man. How was your week? How's the mental health going?
I'm good here. We're like setting up everything, so
Making sure it's all running smoothly.
yeah, man. Making sure it's going. It's
Make
live.
sure you got our good
Gotta
sides.
Make sure everything's okay.
Make sure.
Lighting's perfect.
Yeah,
I like
Everything's
that.
good.
I like that. Jason's always make sure we look good. I like that.
Jason,
Relax.
give Tyler some credit.
Look, Tyler likes to be that fly on the wall. He just wants to be in the background. He doesn't want to be disturbed. He's like, he's there, but he's not. But we always love and appreciate him for everything he's done for us.
Making sure
Most
everything works.
definitely.
Yeah, man. As for me, my week was great. I was off from work, which was fantastic. Got to recharge my batteries. I got to hit the gym a lot. It was great. I feel good. My chakras are aligned.
Let's hope.
I'm at full balance, man. It's amazing.
Good, man.
Good, man. And then with that, the mental health it settles in.
I don't know what that.
What are you laughing about, man? It's true.
I don't know what the fuck you're high on.
Yeah, I know. This guy's passionate about his.
I am high on self-care.
No, you're just happy you had a whole week off.
That too.
That's what you're high on.
That helps a lot. When you don't got to wake up early.
Yeah, you're going early, right?
Oh, dude, I'm usually up at the latest 6 a.m. So, yeah, man, I'm up early. I've been seeing the sun rise with me leaving the house, you know? Like,
Yeah.
I can't wait to get to the point where I wake up and the sun's already there. Like, I miss that.
Oh, we're a few months away.
Hopefully a few weeks. I've already seen some, like, buds growing on the trees in NDG, man. It's so beautiful. It gets me so excited.
It's a long winter, that's why.
Oh, man, it's a problem, bro. Especially, like, what was it, last week we had that snowfall that just, like, covered everything. And
like-
everybody started freaking out.
That was more like 2 weeks ago or something like that happened.
2 weeks ago. Either way, man, like,
It's
people
gone, though.
were
There's no more
freaking
snow.
out.
It's gone.
That's what I mean. Like, people were freaking out about it. I was like, yo, give it a week or two and it's going to be gone completely. And, dude, my back alley, clean.
People always freak out. To me, it's a normal thing to have snow in April.
Yeah.
I don't know
The
why.
only thing you got to worry about in April is stepping in shit. That's it.
And rain.
Oh, rain's nothing, though. Rain washes off, man.
Nah, I hate
All I
rain.
care about is, look, I can get wet, no problem, because I know what it's going to bring. I know, like, look, like I said, we have the buds on the trees coming out now, so give it 2 more weeks. They're going to start turning green. They're going to start blooming. Like, it's going to be beautiful, especially if the warm weather keeps up. Keep raining. It's all good. When May hits, give me sun.
We'll see. Well,
We
they
will
say April
see.
showers bring Mayflowers, right?
Damn right.
Let's hope.
And look, we're aligned, man. We're aligned.
Let's hope.
And tomorrow's 420. I
Who
know
the
we're not.
fuck?
I know we're not teenagers anymore, but I
Who
mean,
cares?
to all the weed heads out there that appreciate this amazing day, even though it's legalized in Canada, I'll see you on
Yeah.
Mount Royal.
You're gonna play drums on the mountain with the crazy kids?
I can't. Look, what crazy kids?
I'm saying
Why would you qualify?
Why
them
are
as
they crazy? Because they smoke weed and they come together in peace and harmony and smoke weed.
yeah, hippies. I don't like them.
What?
Wow.
What's wrong with hippies, man?
But not all weed smokers are hippies, bro.
That too.
I didn't
Not
say
all
that.
weed
That's what you
smokers
said.
are hippies, and not all hippies are weed smokers.
That's what
What?
you said.
No,
I never
you said
all.
they're hippies.
I never said all. I said some of them are hippies.
But you said they are hippies.
You said you don't like hippies.
Exactly. So I didn't qualify weed smoking with hippies. I accept your apology.
Absolutely not.
I don't know who
But did
apologized.
hippies do anything to you?
Did.
They exist.
I mean, to not like hippies, that's like a strong stance to take.
yeah, they exist.
Wow.
What about them existing is a problem?
A lot of things. Trust me. I don't go up to the mountain, play drums and smoke and all that shit all the time. For what?
Okay,
For what?
so because you don't do it, doesn't mean you don't have to not like them.
For what?
Peace and harmony, man.
The people do what they do, man.
Yeah.
I have peace and harmony at home. I'm happier.
Well, I mean, happier is a subjective.
It's very subjective.
Hey, I'm just saying.
This guy's, I'm happier at home. Yeah, but some people like to go out and socialize, you know?
Hey, like I said, I'm hoping that my tomorrow is not so busy that I can't go up to the mountain and enjoy a peace pipe with a couple friends.
Peace pipe, all right.
A peace pipe or two or three or a doobie here and there. I mean, whatever gets passed around, we pass it around. It's 420, man. But
It's not, that doesn't sound right, but
Yeah,
okay.
it definitely doesn't sound right.
sound-
dude, it's
right.
420. Get your head out the gutter. We all know it gets passed around on 420. Blunts,
sores?
joints.
Blisters?
Well, relax.
I don't know.
That's why you got to pinch it with your fingers and pull through. You don't actually put your mouth on the joint. That's unsanitary.
I don't know, bro.
Very unsanitary.
I'm not co-signing anything you say right
All
now.
about
so I'm
the-
just saying.
You be
Pinch
smoking
and
with
pull.
strangers, bro.
With friends. I'm going up there with friends. I thought I said that. If I didn't, I apologize. I'm going up there with friends.
Okay.
So I know to a degree.
Okay. Thank you for clarifying.
But I mean, they know to a degree. So it's like,
You're a risk taker.
hey,
No risk, no reward.
we're all risk takers in some place. The point is, it's 420 tomorrow.
All right.
To all my people out there, it's Easter weekend. Happy Good Friday. Enjoy yourselves. Do it up.
By the time, well, yeah, actually, we're live. I was about to say by the time they hear this.
But it's a live stream, bro.
I'm so used to recording it and then posting it on Tuesday.
They're going to hear this. No, they're hearing it right now.
No.
Speaking of which, my Magic did not get swept. Thank you very much. We didn't have that conversation on here, but behind the scenes, I was told my Magic were going to get swept. I was hurt by those comments.
So you really think they're getting out of round one?
I hope they do. Look, I'm not ridiculous to this whole thing. I know we were the team that scraped their way in, but
It's not impossible.
the team that has to fight tooth and nail for everything is the one that understands how important it is.
I didn't watch none of their games.
And look, game 2, I'll give it to Toronto. They came back. They came back strong. They came back smart, and they played a dominant game against us. The first time since like December, we only scored 82 points, which is disgusting. It's not something that's common for us.
They should just be happy they made it to the playoffs.
I've been very happy that they made it to
they
playoffs.
should be happy.
And I know they are.
Yeah.
Shout out to my boy that I know on the team. I know they are.
Who do you know on the team?
We'll talk off air. Just
Oh,
know
you're really a groupie.
no, it's not even a
You
groupie
be sliding
thing.
into their DMs or
You
something?
can call it a groupie thing for the cameras good for you, but like I'll tell you off air how
fucking with
I
you,
know
bro.
somebody on the team. Just know, I know they're hungry. I know they're grinding, and they're upset about game 2, and they
D-League
can't
player?
wait to bring it back home
Is he
tonight.
from the D League or the G League? What is it called?
No,
Is he
he's
playing?
actually on the team.
He's a starter?
He actually gets on the court.
a
Like he's
starter?
a player on the team. I
When
will
did you get
tell
on?
you
Like when they blow timeout?
off air.
A timeout? When they
I will tell you off air. Relax.
No, I'm just asking a question.
Okay.
You you said
No,
they
no,
get on
don't.
the court. So I'm asking you, is it
tell you.
after a timeout?
Maybe.
Garbage time? Garbage time?
No,
Yeah.
definitely not garbage time. Definitely not.
Okay, that's
No,
all I
when
know.
they call timeout and all the players
He
get
get,
up off
look,
the
I'll
bench.
say this much. He gets at least 20 minutes a game. I'll say that much.
20?
At least.
Wow.
He's a viable sub.
Hmm.
Okay?
We should check this. It's a live stream. We could check this. Bring some
Yeah, I'm
interactivity.
really
You're
curious.
allowed.
He's from the city?
I will not confirm nor deny any names you bring up because I will do it off air.
He's from the
Alright.
city, though?
No.
Okay.
All right.
Is he though?
I don't know.
Like I said, I will not from this point on confirm nor deny. But what I will say is I know they are hungry. I know they are very upset about the way they played in game 2. So going back to Orlando for game 3, I know they are ready to go. And they're playing tonight, which I really want to watch that game. But
Isn't the game started by now?
yeah, I believe it started at 7:30.
The Raptors are probably up by like 20 at this point.
Look, I got the game recording. Please, if you're watching this, don't tell me. Don't message me what's happening in the game. I'm going to watch it either tonight when I get home or tomorrow morning. I'm not checking scores. I even turned off notifications for the score.
Yeah,
Like, I don't want to know.
I think
get-
you should get your disappointment out tonight.
No,
so
no,
you could
no,
smoke
no, no,
better
no, no, no,
tomorrow.
no, 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 no. Relax.
Wait, you think?
Call him out. Call him out.
You think by watching it tomorrow that the score's gonna change somehow?
No, but like I want to see how they do. I don't want to have like I don't want to know what happens until I see what happens. You
I'm
know,
gonna ruin it for you.
just don't.
I will.
Don't do that to me.
It's live. Anyone can comment about it live if they've seen
Which
this.
is why I'm asking our faithful viewers, please don't.
Nah, fuck
You,
that.
if you want to message them, they'll say anything and I won't believe it. And if they try to show me, I'll smack their phone. Like, I'm dead serious.
Are you
Don't
on,
message me about the
Are
score.
you on airplane mode?
No, I got my notifications off for the game. Like
Just the
it's
score.
like
Okay.
I turned off my notifications for the score because they're the ones who usually give me notifications. So I won't know. I won't know. And that's how I want to keep it till I get home. I watch the game. Like I do this for Chelsea matches as well. I mean, it is what it is, man.
They
So you've
lost
been
to
disappointed a
Liverpool.
lot this season then.
I know.
Dude,
What happened to the Liverpool game? Oh man.
you're an asshole. Okay? You're an asshole. Look, we made it
What?
to the semifinals
And
for Europa League.
and
I'm happy with that.
I'm sure
I'm very happy with
you
that.
have a choice.
I'm happy with that.
Mm.
We don't got to talk about what the fuck happened in the game against
Those are
Liverpool.
two beautiful goals.
What's your problem, bro?
I have to remind you.
You don't have to remind me. I saw it.
April's gonna be a sucky month for you, bro.
Oh no, it's gonna be amazing. It's gonna be amazing. We're
Well-
we're gonna finish top 4, and that's all that matters.
Probably not, but okay.
No, we will.
You like to dream, but
We
okay.
will.
No, I think they have a possibility.
We're gonna finish top four.
Yeah.
And the reason why I think we're gonna finish top 4 is because Tottenham are advancing in Champions League, which means their best players are gonna be kept for Champions League, whereas Premier League they're gonna sit them back, which helps.
Well, they're playing
us.
tomorrow, right?
If not tomorrow,
It is tomorrow.
definitely Sunday.
No, they're playing tomorrow.
Yeah,
Tottenham and Manchester City, I think.
I hope City wins. Let's go, Sergio Aguero. Let's go.
Only time will tell. But I was happy last week, though.
Yeah, I'm sure you were, you dickhead.
I was waiting. I was like, "Oh, this is lovely," and I was so tempted to send you those
Why do you pray for my pain? Like, what the fuck?
because it's fun. I don't know why you like the Blues, bro.
Dude, I'm just a Chelsea fan, man.
Bro, all your teams are blue.
I mean, it is what it is.
Weird.
It is what it is. Well, no, the Habs are technically a more red team than blue.
They're not your team.
They have the Canadians?
They're not our team. Don't say that.
The Canadians? Who else do I cheer for in NHL?
You shouldn't cheer for it.
Why not, man? I like cheering for the home team, even if they don't do well, man. I want to see them do well. I
Please.
cheer for the Impact as well. I hope they do well.
Yeah, I hope they do well too.
Yeah. But I mean, what? I can't cheer for the Habs?
I
No,
don't
he's
know.
saying you. There's no reason to cheer,
Cheer for the Habs. Like you
There's
already
no
know,
reason
it's
to.
like
Why not?
because they're trash.
Look, I'll put it in this context.
And I'll tell you, they're
When the
trash because
Toronto
they do it on
Maple
purpose.
Leafs were just scraping the bottom of the barrel year after year after year, their fans were there. Angry as hell, but they were there.
No.
there's a difference though.
No.
What's the difference?
Montreal
What's the
had-
difference with Cleveland Browns fans being at the bottom of the barrel year after year and sticking with them?
Well,
And keep in mind, we're not the bottom.
they get good players and they keep them.
Now, for the first time in God, well, I'm saying the Browns.
I mean, who did they have that was good and they got rid of?
The Browns have been known to
Josh Gordon, but he's a weed head.
make some moves that just
Yeah, but
don't
they're
make
they're
sense.
making moves to progress though. Like, let's be fair. They weren't
Josh
making
Whedon,
Okay. No,
RG3.
bench
No,
warmer.
I was talking about getting rid of people.
Like, what I'm saying
Not
is,
bringing them
they've
in.
made some moves that are questionable.
That's what they have in common with the Canadians. They're bringing trash.
I'm just putting it in the context of we aren't like the Habs are not that bad. They're not last place. They're not bottom of the barrel. Like they were literally down to the very last game fighting for a playoff spot.
Almost doesn't count.
No, and I agree with you. If you're not first, you're last. Like that's just how it works. But
The Lakers were what, ninth?
I can cheer for a team that at least makes it competitive.
No.
Why not?
No one thought that team was going to be competitive or a playoff team.
No, exactly. But that, even when you say that, the Habs this year, everybody wrote this season off as it's a rebuild. They're not going to do anything. It's,
They didn't go through a rebuild for so long.
But no, they were like, they're going to let all the young guys play, which is essentially what they did. Next thing you know, it's the last couple games of the season, and you're fighting for the last playoff spot.
Yeah, but what's the point of doing that when you're not going to make the
But
playoffs? And
what I'm
you're gonna
saying,
get,
it's not even what's the point of. It's more a matter of the expectations that were put on the team. They completely exceeded them.
Not really.
If we look, like, even myself, we looked at this season like, okay, we know it's a changing of the tide. Like, we need the fresh young talent to step up to see who's going to be a part of that foundation, that core. On top of that, we knew some of our older guys, we were going to be assessing them to see if we're going to keep them or if we're going to get rid of them. There was a lot of conversations of what will be happening to these players in this team going forward from the beginning of this season with zero expectation of them doing anything.
yeah, but what's the in
I
the
still
NHL?
don't get it, bro.
NHL is a different beast.
Granted, it
either
is.
You
It
either make the playoffs or you finish dead last. Because where Montreal finished, they're 15th in picking in the draft right now. Who are you going
Look,
to get?
it's not a
15th?
great
Who are you gonna get
position to
15th?
be in for a draft pick, but these guys don't play to either be the very best or the very worst. They were in a position where they knew it was on themselves to make the playoffs. So you're going to do everything you can to make the playoffs.
Did they?
They didn't. Granted, they didn't. But the fact that you're down to the wire, and for them especially, they're looking at it as, if we make the playoffs, we get that bonus.
Well, because they didn't do everything they should have done.
No, and I'm not excusing the
They
fact that
started
they didn't. They didn't make
care
it.
about making to the
But
playoffs.
for them, there was incentive to make it,
They
regardless
could
if
have
they
probably
didn't or
made
not.
it if had they did what they did in the last few games.
I feel like if they
earlier.
started right away with, no, we can make it. We just got to make the right moves. We got to make the
Right.
right pushes, make the right pairings. When you start the season off with it's a rebuild, automatically everybody's
There's no
kind of hands off.
expectation,
Yeah,
right?
everybody's hands off.
Right.
But when you find yourself in that position where your young talent is literally coming in, I mean, the very last game of the season, they had a rookie come up from the minors.
Right.
He scores a hat trick,
Right.
and then scores the winner in OT
Yeah, but
in
that's
the
an
penalty
aberration.
shots.
That's an aberration. That could be
It
anything.
is. It is
And
an
that could
aberration.
not-
But
he
the
can never
fact
do
that
again.
happens, it lets you know, all right, at this point, we did what we had. We could do. It's out of our hands. But at least what we're looking at right now, the future is friendly for us.
But the future is not in the players' hands. It's in the management.
Of course
all
not.
their fuck ups are in the
But
management.
in the management's eyes, they're
They need to
looking
get
at.
rid of the management, not their players.
I get that, but what I'm saying is, regardless of if this management stays or if there's new management that comes in, when you're looking at the players themselves and you're looking at the ones who stepped up, the ones that you thought were just going to be here to showcase themselves, but actually showed they're a foundation for this team. Now you have a lot of looks that you can do as far as the young talent goes that you called up, the ones who managed to stick it out for more than half the season, the guys that you called in late and actually showed, hey, we can do something with these guys you already had.
Trade them. That's what they're going to do.
I hope it's not a bunch of trades because look, one thing we like the Habs need to do is really looking towards making sure you have a young core of guys that are your foundation moving forward,
They had that, 2 years ago? And they dismantled the whole thing.
which was a problem, which led us to where we are now.
Right.
So learning,
History always
let's
has a way of
learn
repeating
from,
itself,
and
bro.
look, I can only speak from an outsider. Hopefully they're smart enough to learn from past mistakes.
Nope.
They haven't, because then they wouldn't have made it 3
That's
years
why
ago.
I said hopefully.
They haven't learned.
I'm saying hopefully. Whether they haven't or not is yet to be seen because we're not at next season
You
yet.
should get a dream catcher. Post it
Like
up.
I said, whether they haven't or not is yet to be seen because we are not in next season yet. Hopefully, they've learned from old mistakes. They've seen what this team that was considered a throwaway rebuild was going to be last place team was capable of doing.
Again, it's not the players. Get rid of
And
management.
I agree with
That's where the
you.
problem
I'm not arguing with that. I agree with you that it's not the players. But the management, hopefully, and I'm using this word specifically,
I have no hope.
hopefully they learn from past mistakes. Now, I can't guarantee they will. I'm not going to say they will or won't. That's
Why-
out of my hands. But gauging from what we saw this season from the Habs, there is something to build on.
Why do you always put faith in a team that's terrible? It's
Well,
like
it's not a team.
no,
It's
it's-
listen. Let me explain. Because these were the, especially NHL fans. They believe like, oh, Montreal, we're gonna come back next year. Same management, same fuck ups. It's been like this for 4, 5, 6 years now. It's always the same story. Next year we're gonna do better. Next year the team is gonna be. Why are you gonna rebuild it when you had a young team the previous 4 or 5 years? It makes no sense. And it's like, Matt, you have a good heart. I see you wearing the Expos hat. You still have hope.
So
Expos,
he should get himself a dream catcher, bro.
Expos are not
There's a
coming
lot
back.
of dreams out
There's-
there.
I never said they were.
But
They're coming back.
I just like the hat.
huh?
I just like the hat. I can't rock the hat.
Me personally, I would just throw it in the garbage because I know Xbox is not coming. Not for you personally.
Why
not
would
for
I
you.
waste my money?
Why would you buy it if the team's not here?
Because it's a nice hat.
No, because it's nostalgic and you want them to come back. That's the only reason you bought it. It's
That's
the only reason you bought it.
If I'm telling you I bought it because it's a nice hat, how are you going to tell me I bought it because it's nostalgic and I want the team back?
Because it's a Montreal specific hat that you
Like when I bought the Pittsburgh Pirates hat, I bought it because it was a nice hat. I don't give a fuck about that team, but the hat is nice.
So you're rocking hats of team you don't like. So the Orlando jersey that you were wearing the other day.
Dude, when it comes
I
to
could-
baseball, I'm open for service. I have no team
All right, I'm just
when it
asking.
comes to baseball.
Just asking. All I'm saying is,
But speaking of which, did you pull up any tweets there about me and OKC there, buddy?
I have a job. I have other things to do.
Now you remember last week when he was like, I'm going to find all the tweets of you talking about being an OKC fan and you switching over and denouncing Orlando? I waited.
Mm-hmm.
Tyler, my man. That's why we love him.
But you did, and I could confirm, you said it multiple
Speaking to the mic?
times that you are, back when, you know.
Jamali, speaking to the mic. Your mic is
You hear me?
a little bit. It's cutting out.
Is this better?
Yeah.
Okay. But you're cheering for OKC.
And to that I say, show me the receipts.
Bro, I have great memory.
Show me the receipts.
I have great.
Show me the
Put
receipts.
your hands down, bro.
Show me the receipts.
No, you did say.
If I don't see no receipts, I mean, it's your word against mine. Am I wrong?
Bro, you have multiple people telling you this, and it's a guaranteed fact that you did.
Show me the proof.
I don't record our conversations, bro.
Show me the receipts.
So you're gonna sit here and lie?
Jason, show me the tweets.
It's a live stream, so I could probably take time to look at this.
Do
Why
it,
not?
please. Go for it. You have my blessing.
All right.
I'm not saying. I never said it was on Twitter. I never said I had it. In
He
a
said I got
text.
tweets.
But I know we've
I
had
am waiting for 'em.
conversations on multiple
Look.
occasions in different years where you were cheering for OKC.
I have been a Magic fan back when my grandfather used to ask me, how dare I cheer for them when my dad, my grandfather, and my aunt were Laker fans.
Oh wow.
Okay? When Shaq left, they wanted me to leave with him and join the Laker fandom, and I stuck with Orlando.
We don't
So
want
if
you.
I went through that in my home, where my grandfather, my dad, and my aunt are telling me, you need to jump ship, and I didn't,
Bro, you jump ship. You know this.
what makes you think
Oh my god.
I would jump ship for OKC?
You did.
Pull out the receipts.
You did.
I got time today, baby.
You two talk between yourselves, and I'll find it.
Oh, I'm waiting. Pull out the yo. If you got it, show it. Cause you said you were gonna pull up during the week, and my guy, I ain't see nary a tweet, nary a post, nary a voice clip or a video.
we
Not
go.
a
Here we
ting,
go.
my guy.
There you go. Don't worry, I'm looking right now. Everyone
He's looking.
searching.
He's looking, man. Search long and hard.
This dude probably filter out his shit.
He probably deleted it. That's
Nah,
what
he
he's
didn't.
asking now.
It's too much stuff. He talks too much crap on Twitter to delete, to look for that shit.
Takes
I
too
have-
much time.
I have time to find it.
I don't have the time. Like the way he has a job and didn't have time to find my tweets. I have a life and I don't have time to sit down and delete tweets.
But are you gonna seriously denounce the fact, or are you gonna call me crazy or say my memory's flawed, that you never at any point in the last 4-5 years cheered for OKC or Russell Westbrook?
Oh, that's different than what he's saying I did. I have openly, even last week, I said I have cheered for Westbrook
Okay.
100%.
So let me ask you a question.
And I even clarify I said if I am cheering for Westbrook, that also means in connection I have to be cheering for OKC's success
So
because
technically you admitted it.
no, what he's saying is I denounce the Magic.
No, I never said you did not.
No,
say
I'm
that.
not saying you. He's saying I denounce the Magic for OKC, which I never did.
No.
I have 100% cheered for Russell Westbrook. 100%. That is undeniable. He's one of my favorite players. I fucking love the guy. The same way, there's a lot of other players in the league I fucking love.
Like who?
Giannis, dude is a fucking monster.
I've never heard you cheer for Milwaukee one day in my life,
I've cheered for Giannis though.
but not
It's
the.
part of me. Yeah, he's Milwaukee.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, I understand if I'm cheering for that player's success, in connection to his success would be his team success.
But I've never heard you mention.
But I've
Milwaukee in
never
my life.
denounced the Magic
No.
for another team.
No, I'm not
I've
doing
said
that.
the Magic are shit and they're pissing me off and I want to fight management. I've said all those things.
Well, you can fight your homeboy when he comes back and.
I would never fight him. He's a good dude.
You can get your ass
He's a
whooped.
good
That's
dude.
probably why.
He's a good dude. No, dude, as long as I get one in.
This guy says he's gonna fight Dwight Howard. Dwight Howard
Oh, I've said that a lot.
beat your ass, dog.
Look,
He might like it. Too.
I know he will fuck me up, but I'm gonna get two in. I'm gonna get two pieces. I'm gonna try to get the biscuit, and then I'm gonna get fucked up. I know it. If not by him, by his
He
security.
might like it. He might let you rub his shoulder.
Yo,
man.
relax. Relax.
I'm just saying.
Like I said, I'm gonna try to get two pieces in.
You might get more.
I'm gonna try
than
to sneak
two.
the biscuit, and I'm gonna get fucked up.
You might get.
If
a
not
few.
by him, by his security or by whoever's with him. But I'm at least get two pieces in.
Nah, bro.
He's gonna get that leg in the thigh. That's what's gonna happen.
Anyways, on to some more relevant people.
Who?
LeBron. You saw the test results for his school?
Yeah,
How they moved up
they've
tremendously.
exceeded the expectations for what his school's done, man. Like, which at the same time I'm not surprised about because you create an environment that's catered towards learning what's the best way the children learn. You're gonna get exceptional results.
But also, too, I think they also created a place where households are changed as well. Because they have the after school program for
Yeah.
like young mothers and fathers. And I think if you have like you fix the backbone, most of the issues get.
No, it's about making sure
Regulated.
that the children are 100% involved. They're catered to. They feel like there's somebody there that gives a damn.
And the
Which is
teachers are
something-
well taken care of, not
Yeah,
just
that
financially,
too.
but they're smaller groups. They're well supported,
Which is
with age
very
and-
important. It's because, like, if you look at, let's say, for our school system, it's usually one teacher to 20 to 30 kids. Like, that's a lot of children
Well, in my high
to
school, it
keep an
probably
eye
was
on.
more.
And some it's more, but I'm thinking most likely the average number for schools it's 20 to 30. And if you think of just shrinking that 20 to 15, just 5 less children, that makes a huge difference in allotting your time to each kid, making sure that each of them is being taken care of and you're checking up on them, making sure whatever their successes are, you push that forward, and whether their failures are, you spend more time on those. So when you look at this school that's really catered towards the children's growth and the best forms of that, they've done an exceptional job. So I'm not surprised that they've exceeded.
I'm not
expectations.
surprised, but I'm happy to see that.
Yeah.
Because hopefully that will be encouraging to other athletes
Oh, yeah.
or other people
Well,
as well.
I won't even say other athletes. I'll just say straight up for other school boards to pay attention to, or other schools in general.
Well, I mean,
pay
I think
attention to.
I think a lot of it comes from, the beginning where you have someone with a clear vision
Yeah.
or an initiative to do good.
Yeah.
So I don't think school boards have the best intentions for our students, especially depends on the environment.
I won't say that.
I would.
I'll say school boards do their best with the resources they're given, and when you really look at it, they're not given much. But I mean, like, I look at like my nieces and my little cousins in their school situation, and every time the school year starts, there's like a list that each kid will have where they have to bring a certain amount of supplies to the school, but that supplies isn't for them. It's something that's essentially crowd shared. It's like you bring 10 pencils, 5 pens, like these amount of crayons, but it's for the class to share. And that's because they don't have the resources.
Well, that's a problem.
It is a problem. Like when we were going to school, we would get that list, and that list was like you get your binder, like you had one binder for each class, maybe one like textbooks or whatever it was, but it was all yours, you know? Like you would get notebooks and they were like, yeah, get like the 300-page notebook. That's what you need for this class,
right.
and that's it. But you're getting, like, obviously the notebooks will be your own, but they'll say get like the 600 loose leaves, but we're sharing it.
That's crazy.
I had a story in our elementary school. You know how they always ask you to bring in your pencils, all that kind of stuff, papers? There was one day in our gym class, there's a giant garage where they have storage. So one day our gym teacher was just opening it up, and he didn't think any of the kids would see. In it was full of papers, binders, pencils, all that stuff. And they wanted us to buy all that stuff for a ridiculous amount of price. But the school had it in stock. Like, it was just there.
Hustling.
No, that's what it is. And
See, that is straight up scamming.
well, another thing too is that, you know, since we're in Quebec here, there's a lot of schools they like to. Well, I went to French school, so they give you all messages to your parents in French.
Oh yeah.
However, this is this thing. When money came involved,
Oh yeah,
like
I know
a school
that
trip
too.
or field trip,
I knew that.
English
yeah.
and French all the time.
All the time.
That's how it was.
All the
That's
time.
how it was. It was crazy.
That is funny. Now that I think look back on elementary, that is true. Yeah.
But school is a hustle.
No,
That's
but
all
what
it
I'm
is.
saying
School's
from
awesome.
100%.
what I'm saying from a perspective of like them closing, like especially here in Quebec, they're closing down all the English schools. You know, they're forcing so many different ideas in one little tunnel, and it's affecting student more so than anything else.
But you can't have like a private school all the time, like LeBron, what he's doing and setting up his own thing.
No, but his is public. His
Huh?
is a public school.
No, but
Yeah,
what I
it's, it's technically a
It's a
public school, but it's
that is funded
it's-
by the
yeah.
LeBron Family Foundation.
Yeah.
so it's technically private because it's the foundation that runs the school because it's funded. By
No, but they still have to adhere to government.
Yeah.
But that's
they're-
all schools.
No.
Because if it was private, they would have
would've
different
been
grants that they would be getting from the government. Whereas because they keep it public and majority, I don't think it's all funded, but I think majority of the funding comes from the foundation.
Right.
They can keep it in the public school where they'll get certain grants from the government, but majority of the money is from their foundation.
Okay.
Right.
So students get into that school for free, or they have to pay?
Free uniform, free food, free everything.
Okay, makes sense then.
Yeah. If they were paying for it, if like putting up like $1,000, then yeah, it would be considered private.
But I'm sure this is obviously facilitated with the LeBron's connection, right?
Oh, of
so
course.
you know, he probably connected with
Well,
Hilroy.
and
all
that's
the
the thing,
rest of
like
them.
coming from the foundation, and it's that money that's putting up to essentially build the school, and then on top of that, fund the teachers and the extracurricular activities.
But there
and things of
is
that nature.
government funding
Yeah, there
in
is.
the school
There-
structure. It's
because,
not a chartered
once
school.
you're like any school, whether it's public or private, you're gonna get government funding. Like,
Right.
that's just how it works. But majority of the funding majority of the initial funding. I don't know if it still is majority,
Right.
but the initial funding, as far as like building the school and putting up the salaries for the teachers and things of that nature, came from the foundation.
I don't know that, but yeah, they did a good job, and you know, kudos to those teachers, man.
Yeah, man. I got
And as it because I think next year they're expanding to. Well, now the middle school is going to be full. I think they're starting high school, so
Yeah.
9, 10.
I know. Yeah, they started with middle school, and they wanted to make sure that was like the running of that went smoothly before expanding towards high school. I don't know if it's next year that they're doing or the year after,
I think it's
but I know they said they're just
not
starting with
next
middle
year,
school.
as in next academic school year, 2020. I think is when
Yeah.
they're going to.
So then, yeah, exactly. It would be the following.
But that's dope. But I mean, on the topic of teachers, what do you guys think of Bill 21?
I did not read up on this, so I'm out the loop.
Well, that's the whole hijab movement where they want to ban hijab.
Oh yeah. You're right.
And what do you think?
I
of
think
that?
it's bullshit.
You know, it's so ironic. Like, I've seen so many posts on it, but I just find it ironic. Like, Quebec is trying to be, well, I won't say secular, but they're trying to
They're essentially trying to take religion
out of the,
thing, which I personally don't agree with.
They're not taking religion out, but I'll go further. Continue, you guys.
Yeah, like they want to take religious. Well, the whole thing is the guise of religious symbolism. It started with government buildings and things of that nature.
Right.
And
But
now-
yet they don't remove the cross from the general.
yeah, they don't remove the cross, but now they're trying to expand it because I don't think even that went through for government buildings. If I'm not mistaken,
I don't think
it
so. But
didn't
no,
go
this
through.
one is probably going to get passed somewhere in June, July.
Yeah, they're expecting it to. I don't think it will. I think the pushback is going to be too great, not just from like people protesting, but actual people in government. I don't think it's going to go through because you're literally telling people they have to suppress their religion,
Well, I don't think you're telling people. You're telling
specifically Muslims
Muslims,
and
yeah.
Islamic people, which
right.
to me, I don't think anybody of any religion should be suppressed.
No, not at all.
You know, like, and I say this as someone like I'm not atheist, like I'm not a particularly big religious person, but I respect every religion that I come across, and I allow people to practice openly their religion because that's just how we should be as people. As long as you're not imposing yourself or forcing your
Right.
beliefs on anyone and making other people's lives harder, then do as you wish peacefully.
But I mean, like, I feel like they're making this whole scandal. Like, when was the last time you went to, like, and I say this really because I have to go to do my license or my Medicare. When was the last time you bumped into or were served by someone wearing a hijab?
No, how this stupid thing is working right now is that it's still the whole thing with Quebec separation and getting people who are other out of the province. So when people see this law, they're gonna be like, "Oh, I don't want to come to Quebec. Might as well go somewhere else." Once all these people are out, they're gonna have that separation talk again. And now there's just less of these people who are like different skin color, different ethnicities, different religions are gone. They think they're gonna win separation.
Yeah,
But-
but I mean,
But
if-
what they're forgetting is that
They won't.
no, they won't. They won't. And if they do, they'll third world country. But
Basically.
what they're not realizing is that the younger generation of their generation, they're more educated, and know the world better. They want to leave. They want to learn new languages. They want an opportunity, and you can't get that in Quebec as long as laws like that stay here. So no one's gonna want to be here.
That's the biggest thing, like what you just said. The younger generation of Quebecers, a lot of them are traveling. A lot of them are seeing the world. Like you have maybe like the generation that I'll even couple like the ones that are maybe 4 years older than ourselves and above.
oh yeah, if you're born
that
after 75,
never
bro.
left Quebec. All their traveling was within Quebec. It's either they come to Montreal, Quebec City, they go up north, like things of that nature.
Who where?
the
Who did?
I'm saying like Quebecers, like Quebec or Quebecers, you know, like the
Okay.
separatist types, you know, like
Right.
travel within Quebec. At the very most, they go to what? New York, Plattsburgh.
Not at all.
At
they
most.
go to Rimouski.
But
They
that's what I'm
go
saying.
to-
At most.
No, they don't. They don't go nowhere
I'm
south,
saying
bro.
at most.
Where? What are you
But
talking about? What's
At
up?
most, as far as where they're willing to travel, like Plattsburgh and things like
Quebecers?
that. Yeah.
They're not
They'll
going
go to
no
Florida.
Plattsburgh,
They'll go to
bro.
Florida, and they won't go any.
That's
in
way
the
more
two states.
south than Plattsburgh,
No,
let me
but-
tell you.
And
What I'm
those are
trying
not
to-
even. Those
but-
are not even the separatist people.
But to my
Yeah.
point, what I'm saying is you have this new generation of Quebecers who maybe were raised by them but are traveling more because the accessibility is there, because especially like social media is opening the world to them in ways that curiosity is striking them so differently that now you're getting to a point where these older people that are really trying to hold on to the separatist idea,
Right.
the only support they have are those that were with them in the cabinet. But outside of that, when it comes down to a vote, they're wildly outnumbered.
Not only that, I just find it ironic that they have an issue with the same people they marketed Quebec to. Because during the earlier part of the separation and the referendum that they're trying to have, they were marketing to like Haitians, any French-speaking colonized place, Algeria. And now that they came here, now you're going to make it an issue.
Yeah, for
That's
sure.
one thing I have a problem with. They have a problem with, Islamic women being quote unquote controlled.
Yeah.
But then they're telling them how to dress.
Wait,
So it's like
go ahead. Continue.
And that's the thing. It's
they're
like,
being controlled as well. Like it's a controlling aspect, right? To tell
yeah, it's
someone
like
to take their headscarf
you're
off.
telling somebody that, you know, the way your religion treats you is wrong, but then you're turning around and telling them that they have to take off their headscarf and things of that nature. It's ridiculous.
So everyone, I have a live stream update because this is live, and I don't want people to think I'm doctoring things or lying about stuff. I just showed E-Man, it was right next to me. He saw it,
Oh,
so he can vouch for
Lord.
me. So this is it. This is how it started. How you know he's not a fan. July 1st, 2016.
Oh man, this guy had time on his hand.
Yeah, Mozgov got to buy his agent all the hookers and cocaine. He can handle a 24 span. And someone said, "Fam over here shocked. Check on me." Said I got tagged into this, and he says, "This is when Mozgov signed for the Lakers. Whatever, blah blah blah." I said, "Not my fault. My team has history of winning, and y'all trying to see Game 6 in the finals or even make it." Like he said, that history ain't showing right now with that deal. Okay, cool, whatever. I said, just like the Magic history, came in the league at the same time as the Spurs, can't do anything. Not my team anymore, so I don't care.
Ooh.
Fan, big fan, I said. I get it, not built to win.
Oh.
You remember that now?
Oh, receipts got pulled. It's
Did I
tax
say anything?
time.
Yo,
It's tax
I
time,
was pissed
bro.
off at that time. That's right.
There we go.
You got me.
go.
No, you got me.
It's tax time,
That
bro.
was literally right after
It doesn't matter. You
Dwight.
said
No, I said he got me.
it. You,
That was right after Dwight Howard left, and they
No,
put up that.
This is 2 years ago, so it wasn't right after he left. This is when Mozgov
Won
and
with the
Luol
Cavs?
Deng signed with the Lakers.
yeah, when after they won with the Cavs. After Mashkov won.
Yes,
Because he
yes,
won with the
that's it.
Cavs and then he
That's
went to the Lakers.
Yeah.
That's true.
Oh, man,
That
bro.
was during the vow of silence.
Bro, what did you...
I was pissed, man.
I
It
am
doesn't...
the-
It doesn't...
listen, I am.
But
the-
I did I denounce them for OKC?
It
that
doesn't
one I
matter.
have to find.
You
if I find
clearly
this one,
said...
I can find the other one
you
too.
Find it then.
I can find the other one too.
You clearly said they're not
Me
your team
being-
anymore.
Yeah,
so you
I
did
was
denounce.
pissed. I
It
was
doesn't
pissed.
matter. That's an excuse, bro.
No, it's not an excuse. I was pissed.
It doesn't matter. We don't need justification. You
I
clearly
was pissed,
said
bro.
that you will never find anything saying they're not my team anymore. We just
You
did.
got me, man.
Well, not we. Jason just did.
I am the
my pants are
Gandalf.
down right now.
I'm the Gandalf of Twitter. I'll find.
You're the
anything.
what?
The Gandalf of
I don't know
Twitter.
who that is, bro.
Lord of the Rings reference.
Yeah, I'm watch them things. Wow, bro. Matthew, he got you like that?
Yo, he got me, man.
There you go.
Oh, you out here. Wow.
Yo, he got me, man. But like I said, I
So that
don't
was a
delete
hoax,
tweets,
bro.
bro.
I'm Julian McKenzie, co-host of the Scrum Podcast, a sports show I'm doing with my podcasting partner in crime, Tristan D'Amour, on the Upford Network. Every week, we analyze something different from the Canadian sports media landscape. Lack of diversity, getting a job in the field, coverage of different sports, and answering some of the harder questions. Through a combination of back-and-forth discussion and high-profile guest interviews, we're aiming to figure out exactly what's up in the world of sports. Find us wherever podcasts are sold. iTunes, Stitcher, Google Play, SoundCloud, Message in a Bottle, Morse Code, Telegram, Singing Telegram, Target, Walgreens, Bird's Nest, Dad's Shed, and a crowded convention center bathroom.
I'm Tom Zalatni, host and producer of Up for Discussion, a long-running comedy podcast on the Upford Network. Every week, me and my team of hilarious improvisers use audience-submitted questions to dive deep and delicious into every topic under the sun. Nothing is off limits. The audience has full control. It's like going to an improv show, only it's in your ears, and nobody's asking to see a scene about sex toys. Hopefully. One reviewer called it an underappreciated cult classic. Another reviewer called it not a very compelling product. Go check it out and see for yourself. The Up for Discussion podcast. Available wherever fine podcasts are sold.
Hey, that's
Like I
fine.
said, I
dude.
don't delete tweets.
Yo,
He
he
got
really,
me.
I
What?
can't believe he
He
literally
got me,
sat
bro.
there in silence
hours.
and was just like, yo.
No,
when did you say
I just-
that?
3 years
all,
ago,
all I had to
bro.
know, all I had to do was just type in his name on Twitter and just look for OKC, and the whole
Thread
thread
came up?
came up. That's all.
Oh, whoa.
Twitter has the easy access
kept-
now.
And that's the
Wow.
one thing he found after like 30 minutes.
Hey, he still found
He
something.
found it, though. I got to give it to him. He found it.
I can find more. I'm sure I can.
I
He
want
found
to
it,
see what
bro.
you could do in like 25
Yo,
minutes.
You did amazing in 30 minutes. I got to give it to you, man.
No, it was less than 30.
I don't know how long it was. Yo, if you got 30, though, go for it, bro. Find more.
Wow.
I'll see if I can.
Yo, he caught me with my pants
I mean,
down,
those
bro.
are the only victories he's going to have. The Lakers are out, so let him have it.
16 championships.
Yeah. Oh,
Hold
here
on
we
to
go
him.
again.
Hold on to him.
I'll hold on to them and cherish them forever.
Hold on to him.
How much rings do you have, Jason?
Huh?
How many rings do you have from that 16 championship?
How many were you
About-
alive for? You were alive for 5, no?
No, I was alive for
Kobe's 5.
Kobe's 5. That's it.
Kobe's 5, Magic's 2, so 7.
Magic
Magic
in
won
like,
when you were like 2 years old, bro.
Still won when I was alive.
Doesn't count, bro.
How does that count? You just said when I was
it
alive.
doesn't.
So how many
No,
rings
it
did he win
doesn't.
while you were a fan?
Well, he's a
5.
fan? Kobe?
Yeah, 5. That's it.
When I was like a true Laker fan?
Yeah, 5.
Yeah, 5 earnings.
5. There you go. You
I
got
bought
5.
I bought a Nintendo 64 because Kobe was on the Bucks. That's
sure.
how I bought it. Everyone knows that Kobe Bryant N64 with the purple clear controller. I got it because Kobe was on it. That's what.
Wow.
Telling you, that's how it is.
Calm me with my pants down, man. What can I say?
Hey, it
Lakers,
happens.
no, we don't lose. We always find the truth. We don't
Bro,
lose.
I'm a LeBron fan,
excuse
so
me?
I have to say we lost this season.
Like, are you
That's
guys in the
that's
playoffs?
LeBron's team. I'm still a Laker fan.
That's not a LeBron
No, that
team,
was
bro.
Magic Johnson's team, and like I told you, the greatest thing that happened to you guys this offseason is him leaving.
Hey, I don't mind what
The greatest thing.
Magic, I feel for him. Laker.
Why?
Laker legend.
Yeah, he's a Laker legend. He's a horrible president of basketball operations, man.
Yeah, but he's done so much for that Lakers team without
As
being
a
that.
player.
Even outside
As
being
a player. Outside of it,
No, I mean,
man.
let's be honest. He helped recruit LeBron.
There you go.
He was a big part of recruiting
LeBron
LeBron.
was already on his way there because of all of his TV deals that
Then
he
he
was
would have
doing.
gone to the Clippers.
He could have gone
He could have
somewhere
gone to the
else.
Clippers.
Yeah, but the Clippers didn't have the cap to get him plus other stars
Yes, they do.
afterwards.
Yeah, the Clippers
They
do
do
have
have-
it. They
They
do
did
have it.
after, during this season when they shipped off everyone
They have
in
it
the
now.
beginning.
They have it now.
they do. They didn't have it
But
when
if they,
LeBron was on his way out.
if they knew LeBron would have
If
come
they
there,
knew,
they
they
would have
could've.
done it. They've
Shoulda,
not-
coulda, woulda. They
No, but I'm
couldn't
just
do it at
saying.
the time.
No,
But
they
I'm just
could've.
saying, but like you can't just erase what Magic has done positively.
No, I'm not erasing what Magic has done positively. I'm just saying the best thing that happened to the Lakers right now is him not being the president of basketball operations.
Well, only time will tell,
Because
right?
even he said it himself. He wasn't having fun doing it. He has better things to do. He's a businessman. He likes to make deals.
I don't believe half of
he
that
likes
shit
to
he
close
said.
deals. No, I do, because if you look at his business acumen,
Oh, for sure. No one's disputing that.
like, the dude is amazing business wise, but as
Right.
far as running a team and really having to fly to places in Europe or fucking Africa or South America and actually see talent play and assess them for if they're suitable for, like, he didn't want to do any of that.
But basketball operations don't do that.
They don't
That's
do
what your
all
scouts are
that.
for. Your scouts are for
But
that.
I also
do,
feel
man.
that Bus family
And you
is,
stay on top of
no,
it too.
but the younger generation of the Bus family is also gonna. I feel like they're a problem.
Look, I will not argue that at all.
So-
I think the next best thing that could happen to the Lakers is that the
Genie
Bus
step down.
family
Just step
sells
down.
the team.
No. I think
Sell it.
Jeannie Buss on the business side of the Lakers business is perfect. Keep it as is. The problem is that they never installed anyone as a basketball person. Jerry West, who was the best executive of all time,
He's with
God.
the Pacers now, no?
he's with the Clippers.
Clippers?
He's with the Clippers.
Oh,
He's
he
a cons-
changed sides.
He's a consultant with the Clippers because I think there was an issue with ownership back in the day that Jerry Buss didn't want to give him a piece or whatever like that. So he said, "Fuck that, I'm out."
Oh no. Well, I mean, at the end of the day, like, I just think it's not Magic's fault. I think Magic did what he could have done. He can't go out there and play ball, right? And he couldn't help who got hurt. I think if had those injuries not happened earlier on in the season, we would have had a different outcome.
Yeah, but you got to take a look at it. Like, even though you had those injuries, you still can't be 2 games better than you were last year without LeBron. You have to at least be 10 to 20 games better. At least 10 to 20.
But not when you're looking at also a team where a lot of their key players last year are no longer there.
What do you mean?
So you only have Ball, Kuzma, and Ingram
Okay.
from that lineup last year.
Yeah.
So Hart is new to that lineup. Rondo, when Rondo was healthy and LeBron was hurt, was new to the lineup. They lost a bunch of other key players that they were playing with that could have worked out.
My thing is with like LeBron, and this is the problem I said at the beginning. He's not built for the Western Conference, and now in his age that he's at,
He's built to play ball, bro. It doesn't matter where he plays. He's built.
yeah, but it's a big tell that all your years in the Eastern Conference, you're making the playoffs, making 8 straight finals, but as soon as you get to the Western Conference, you can't
But
even make
I hear
the
you guys
playoffs.
make this argument all the time. It would have been the same shit for Michael Jordan.
No, but
It would have been the same shit for Kobe Bryant.
okay, hearing this
Kobe Bryant played in
argument
the West the
about
whole time. What are you talking
LeBron
But that's
in
my
the
point.
West-
If he gone to the East,
He would have been destroying them.
really?
Jason,
Yes.
Nah, bro.
LeBron in the West, before he got injured, before Kuzma went out, before Ball went out,
Rondo.
Rondo went out, like you guys were 4th place in the West.
That's what I'm saying.
All right.
You guys were in playoff position. You guys were doing well. You finally you figured out the combination to make it work. Ingram was doing amazing. Like you guys really had it locked down. LeBron gets hurt. Kuzma gets hurt. Ball gets hurt. Like you had so many injuries that impacted your team that there was absolutely no surprise that you guys slid so hard as you did.
All I'm saying is with LeBron, they shouldn't be only 2 games better than they were last year. They should be at least 10 to 15 games
And
better.
I would completely accept that if you guys were healthy throughout the whole season.
Not only that, I think because at one point Rondo and James was out. Then it was Rondo, James, and Ball was out.
Yeah.
That's like key players, you know what I mean? And those are players who could, well, except for Ball, those are people who take teams and put it on their back and walk with it. So, I mean, who are you going to expect to do that?
I don't know, man. All I'm saying is with LeBron there, they were still losing too, and I've seen LeBron do a lot more with a lot less. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm
For
saying.
sure. I mean, that's when you're the greatest player in the league. That's what you're supposed to do.
Yeah, but he didn't do it this season. And you just said he's in the West. He knows how to play ball. Why can't he ball out in the Western Conference as he's balled out in the Eastern Conference?
Well,
Level
and
of
that goes
competition.
into what I was saying. You have a team that unfortunately got riddled with injuries. Prior to all those injuries that landed on all of your players, you were in 4th place.
Let me ask you a question. Do you think if LeBron had the same injuries, they would have made the playoffs in the Eastern Conference? Had he come back against the level of talent in the Eastern Conference?
If he was still with the Cavs and all their core players
We're still there.
got injured the same way the Lakers with him and all the core players, they would have slid the exact same way.
You sure?
Positive.
Because I seen
And I'm saying this specifically with your star player gets hurt, and then your core foundation around your star player gets hurt, and you're literally going into 2nd and 3rd string backups to play as starters and backups.
Right.
Like the fact that they were even manageable
listen,
is something else.
I think it's just different than, playing against Golden State 8 times a year than playing against the Knicks and Langston Galloway and all that
but
shit.
you say that, but like we keep saying, prior to half your team, your whole starting roster getting hurt, you were in 4th place.
And the Clippers were in 3rd, and they just made the playoffs. What are you saying?
Keeping in mind,
And no one was
everybody looked
injured.
at the Lakers this year as the greatest thing they would get with everybody remaining healthy was an 8th, 7th seed. You were in 4th prior to everyone getting hurt.
And the Clippers.
That's a lot. Like it's
Not
kind
only
of like
that,
what I was saying.
if you look at the top teams in the West right now, and for the last few years, the teams are not built on one player. They all have supporting cast.
You need support.
You need that in the West. As opposed to in the East, LeBron James was Cleveland. You had Paul George for Indiana. You had...
Paul George didn't do anything with Indiana. That's why they got rid of him. Now he's in the West.
No, but Paul George was the reason why Indiana went as far as they did the last time they went in the playoffs with LeBron.
But how long ago was that, though? That's going on 4 or 5 years now.
But I'm just saying, it's been like that in the East. It's always one player. Derrick Rose with the Bulls. It was always like one key player that took the whole thing. In the West,
Derrick Rose didn't get them to the playoffs. He was injured, if you hadn't noticed. The 2 knee injuries. He was out.
Derrick Rose went to the
It
playoffs
was
2 years in a...
Jimmy Butler.
Do we forget
Joakim
the
Noah.
Do you
MVP runs that
Derrick Rose
Derrick
had?
Rose went on? Speaking of which, he has a great documentary out. You should probably watch it.
I don't know.
It'll open your eyes about how important Derrick Rose was to the Bulls franchise.
All right.
We all know that. Like, I
Could've
don't
been
think
important.
anybody would dispute that.
I know. I think he's just weak. I think he's
What?
a weak person.
Derrick Rose?
Yeah.
Oh, you are crazy.
Whoa, that's
There's a lot of people.
You're not an MVP candidate and a guy who's playing against the Miami Heat of the height in the Eastern Conference Finals as a weak guy.
I'm going punch or punch, bro. Nah.
Impossible to be weak going up against that team and we're literally taking them to the limits. No way you're weak. Come on, man.
Not Derrick Rose, bro.
Yeah.
Derrick Rose plays with heart. I'm
Derrick
sorry.
Rose played so hard he literally almost ruined his own career. Thankfully, he was able to turn it around because he slowed down. Unfortunately, he had to do so getting out of Chicago because there was so much on his back being on that team that they literally hailed him because he was from Chicago, because of what he was doing in the community in Chicago, because of the fact that they literally couldn't tell him anything on that team because of what he represented.
That's not true. You know how many people on that team called him out
Watch the
when he couldn't
documentary,
play?
man. Watch the documentary. I'm telling you.
There's a difference.
I had a week off. I caught up on a lot of things.
I didn't even know that was out.
Watch the documentary for Derrick Rose and dude, you see everything.
Hey,
they
all
even
I'm
have the
saying is-
moment where they traded him from the Bulls to New York. Tearjerker moment. I'm just gonna put it like that. Watch that shit. It's gonna show you a lot of the things that a lot of us already knew about him, but lets us know the things behind the scenes of the people who are really making things go left and right.
Hey, all I'm saying is I know people in Chicago who actually balled out with him saying that the reason why people were saying OJ Mayo was a better player than him back in college.
Where's
was
OJ
because-
Mayo now?
Yeah, but where's Derrick Rose too? They're both shell of themselves. They're both. OJ Mayo was ridiculous coming out of college. I know you guys saw. He was ridiculous.
Look, we can't account for injuries on any party.
No,
coming in
but
and
hold
out.
on, hold on,
But
hold on.
Derrick
No, hold
Rose
on.
was literally a MVP. In 3 years in a row, he was MVP candidate. You can't just look at that and throw it under the rug.
I'm not throwing it under the rug.
Where was OJ Mayo in that type of comparison?
Yeah, nowhere.
Okay, but this is the NBA level. But what I'm saying is,
Well, that's what we're talking
But
about.
what I'm talking about, the reason they had these thoughts of OJ Mayo being better than Derrick Rose is because how weak he was. And this is with the scouting report that they were coming out with in college. Everyone knows this. Everyone knows.
Okay.
But I mean, it's the same scouting report that had that they didn't understand why the Warriors would end up picking up Steph Curry. Because Steph Curry was first of all, he's too short to be a god. He was 6'2"
Yeah, because he
coming up?
plays combo guard. He doesn't play point guard in the league right now. That's why the league changed around him.
But I'm just saying, he was still scouted. I was confused when he got drafted that high. And I think if it wasn't for the way Davidson played in the March Madness, that's because they played well.
Yeah, his shooting was
Right.
ridiculous.
They had played very well that last March Madness. That's one of the reasons why I think his stock went up. But people always scout wrong, bro. I mean, Eddie Curry, what's that other, Kwame Brown? There's so many, the list goes on of these.
Well, Michael Jordan chose Kwame Brown, so let's say that Michael Jordan chose Kwame Brown. The
Point
best-
is, there was a lot of
Yeah.
scouting reports on Kwame Brown that he was going to be great.
listed him so high.
We can always do revisionist history and change the way we looked at someone, but when we look
That's
at
hindsight,
back
though.
then, what was going on and what people were saying, yeah, they may have said all that stuff about Derrick Rose in connection to OJ Mayo, but what Derrick Rose did once he got in the league, what he did with the Bulls, the fact that he went on tears where he was literally the reason the Bulls were relevant and back into a competitive form, back in the playoffs, able to step up against a Miami Heat team, even though they weren't able to eclipse them, at least be there tooth and nail.
But those are also the same
You
scouting
can't call
report
that
that
short.
really put Kobe way down on that draft list. Because they were like, oh, he's coming out of high school. We don't think he's built for the league yet. And he went 8th. And look what the history, now you look back on it, 20 years of greatness.
Yeah, but Kobe was the best player out of high school.
So was Tracy McGrady.
But
So
Tracy
was
McGrady
Kevin
wa-
Garnett.
They weren't in the same draft though.
No, but I'm just saying they were the best players coming out of high school. And they all jumped to the league.
And the reason why Kobe got drafted as low as he did because he was coming out of high school, as compared to Iverson, who's coming to college, was ridiculous.
Yeah, but I mean,
Anyone would make
went.
that.
Where did Tracy go that year? Tracy went
McGrady
high in that
didn't go to
draft.
96. He was in the 96 draft.
He was in the 95 draft.
Tracy McGrady?
He was a year before Kobe.
No, he was after.
Are you sure?
Him and Vince Carter came in the same year. I think.
No, Tracy McGrady was in Toronto before Vince Carter.
Nah, I don't think they came in the same
Bro,
draft.
Tracy McGrady was a rookie before Vince Carter.
Check it out. I'm not
You
too
can
sure.
Check it out right now.
But I don't think he came in the same draft as Kobe. They didn't come in that draft.
I'm sure Tracy came in either the draft before.
Abdul Rahim, Antoine Walker, who else? Steve Nash, Iverson. All them people came out in that draft
with Kobe in 96.
with Kobe in '96.
Right.
Vince Carter came the year after,
Right.
or a year or a second after. Tracy McGrady wasn't in the '96 draft. Guarantee you.
I'm very curious.
All I'm saying is Derrick Rose. I understand the caliber of player he was in, but again, it's the Eastern Conference. The Eastern Conference.
You can't just call it the Eastern
I
Conference.
can because history proves
You
it.
got to know what I'm saying is that's a team thing. When you look at the player themselves, you look at the skill of a player, you look at what they contribute to their team, that's an individual effort. And what he contributed to his team is something that's undeniable. It's the same thing that we're seeing with Giannis Antetokounmpo right now with the Bucks. What he is contributing to that team is undeniable. Whether he's East or West, you look at what he does, you look at what he brings, whether it's defensively or offensively, he steps to the plate and he makes that team a contender beyond just it being East and West.
Right. So Tracy came out in 97. And he went 9th. Kobe went 13th the year before, straight out of high school.
Yep.
So I don't know. I don't think it's each conference has their perks, and I think Kobe was blessed to even end up in the West. Because if he ended up in the East like he was supposed to,
He wasn't supposed to end up in the West. This has been
Yeah,
documented.
he was supposed to be on Charlotte.
on Charlotte,
No.
as I said,
This has been documented from the longest time.
Kobe?
Jerry West told back then who was the executive for the Hornets back then.
doesn't matter. But go ahead.
They had this already deal. Vlade Divac was going to Charlotte. That's why they got Kobe. This has happened way before the draft. They said that. That was the deal. Kobe was going to be a Laker regardless. He was going to be a Laker regardless.
But my
that was the
point is, if he ended up in the East,
he'd be tearing it up. He'd be tearing it up.
but would he have? But also, you're saying a lot of things that Kobe knows and have learned are from key people.
Yeah,
in
Phil
history.
Jackson, Eddie Jones, all them people.
Yeah,
I get
so
it.
he wouldn't have had that in Charlotte, bro.
Hmm?
Who was he gonna learn from?
I get it. I understand what you're saying, but Kobe Bryant is still Kobe Bryant. He was
I
still
don't think
the best player coming out of high school.
Of course, no one's disputing. No one's disputing whether he was the best player or not. He was probably one of the best players coming out of high school, but he wasn't the best player in the draft.
No, he wasn't.
Far from it.
The best player in the draft? No, that was Iverson. I give that to Iverson. Iverson was the best player because he's proven.
Oh yeah, well, Iverson was dope. I mean, Sharif Abdul Rahim too was pretty good.
Yeah, he
wanted
had
to say
injuries and stuff. What?
No,
Live
you,
stream.
sir. I thought he wanted to say something.
Oh, okay, it's cool.
I know I'm distracting you guys. My bad.
No, but like I said,
I mean,
the Eastern
AI.
Eastern Conference was when Jordan was playing, when he had to face them dudes back then, the Knicks, Orlando, all those teams. Yes, that's when the East was really. They used to beat up on Jordan. The Pistons destroyed.
But I think that the league overall
times.
changed completely.
That was a good NBA.
Because even now, you see Harden doing things that and getting calls that Jordan would have
Harden
never
could
got.
take 20 steps and you do this, and it's a foul.
Yeah, like
Like, come on.
the whole
man.
league is soft, and it's not just because of they're in the East, bro.
I don't know. I'm just explaining what I see, and you see with facts. It's like if you're a Western Conference team, you could be 10 games, 15 games above 500 and miss the playoffs. But if you were in the Eastern Conference with that same record, you'd probably be third to eighth.
But that's in any sport because you have players you have teams that go to to go in the NFL playoffs who are 9-7, 9-6.
8-8 sometimes.
Yeah, and then you have divisions where you could be 10-6 and not go anywhere.
Yeah. Sometimes it's just about your trajectory, bro.
Yeah, it's just where you land, bro.
Look, at the end, like, speaking in NFL, you just have to win your division.
Yeah,
And
that's it.
NHL now, it's the same way. You win your division, you're guaranteed a spot.
Right.
NBA is still the only one where you winning your division does not actually guarantee you a spot in the playoff.
Right.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
No.
You win a division, you make the playoffs.
You sure?
I don't think.
Yeah, it's always been that way.
No, you win the conference, you make it to the playoffs.
No,
That's how
you
I see it.
win the division, you win your division.
Because I thought
you make
they
the
were
playoffs.
trying to do like when they had their whole parity issue with weak teams coming in, things of the nature, where they just said best teams in the West, best teams in the East, and that's it.
No, you win your division, you make the playoffs. You will probably not be placed the same way, but
No,
you still
definitely
make
not.
it. You'll still make the playoffs.
I'm curious.
I'm pretty sure, 100% sure. If you win the Pacific but don't make the playoffs, doesn't make any sense.
If your record's that shit, then
No, but you still win it. You still win.
Yeah.
You still go in. You still go into the playoffs.
I know for Orlando, they were saying we won our division, but it came down to the very last day where there was a scenario where we could have still not made the playoffs.
There was other teams better than you, but because you won the division, you have to make it. I think there's a team from every division that has to represent in the playoffs. So you're gonna make it regardless.
Well, we're in, so who cares?
All right, you get to play a couple games later. Get a couple of bonus checks. That's all right. That's cool.
Yeah, get those bonus checks. Get a win tonight, please. Thank you. So when I watch the game
5
later,
things to know. NBA division winners not guaranteed playoff spot.
Are you sure?
I'm just reading it right now. CBS Sports. They're not guaranteed the playoffs. They're not.
I thought that because I
They're
remember
not. It wouldn't make sense.
Orlando won the division, and they were still saying there's a scenario in which we cannot make playoffs even though we won division.
Yeah.
Is this a recent change or is this like?
I think that happened 2 seasons ago where they made it just the top teams in the East and top teams in the
This
West.
article is dated September 9, 2015. So it's almost 5 years ago. Well, 4 years
That's
ago.
a while ago.
Yeah, so.
We need something more recent.
No, but I'm just saying.
No, I get it. But like I'm just remembering something.
But obviously, if that changed, it would have been they would have reported it the same way. So it has been like this at least since the last 5.
Julio?
We're learning something new every day, guys.
Mm-hmm.
What's next up?
It's Jason friggin' tweet just derailed the whole conversation.
I didn't derail anything.
What were we talking? Yeah, what were we,
We were
talking
talking about Bill 21, and I was saying,
Oh my
You
god!
finished that though.
no, we didn't.
I waited till you finished.
No,
That's
but
why
I had a
wrote the tweet.
point to complete.
All right, so complete your point.
My point was, I find it very funny that we're trying to ban religious symbols in a way, but then the church burns down in France, and we are big donor. We're big to like, yo, we
I don't even
gotta.
want to go. Look, the fact that in less than 24 hours they are able to raise over $600 million for a church that's worth multiple billions
10
of
billion,
dollars.
I think I heard or read.
Disgusting.
I don't know, bro.
Disgusting. Because that same money could have went towards pick a continent,
Flint,
pick an issue, and I'm
starvation in Africa.
just pick a place, pick an issue, and put 10% of that there and see the type of difference it makes.
Hey, that's crazy.
60 million in Europe help get people off the street. 60 million in the US. Guess what? You can fix the situation in Flint. You can also help your veterans who fought in your wars
Yeah.
to get off the streets. 60 million in South America, clean water. 60 million in Africa, clean water. The amount of things that 10% of that money could have done that you raise to restore a fucking church.
In less than 24 hours.
If God burnt that fucking church, let it be.
Hey, no comment.
It's a church.
I mean, they probably have some historical value, I guess.
Oh, the historic.
I'm just saying.
I get it.
I'm just
That's
saying.
why $600 million plus was raised in less than 24 hours. The art and history. But it's still a church.
Hey, I can't.
Like,
you
the
you
fact
can't
that-
dispute what people value, right?
And you know what?
They value a
It's
Sky
not
Wizard.
even a matter of disputing.
Huh?
They value a Sky Wizard.
It's not even disputing what they value.
I will not even
Because
validate that with an answer.
There's a lot of economic issues that are happening right now in France as it is. And a lot of people believe this 600 million going into the church is actually to help boost the France
but
economy.
my question is, if this happened accidentally, the church is worth what I read was to be $10 billion.
At least. And that's
Is it not insured to the point where they could cash out on some of the insurance money?
You really think that's insured?
It is, no?
The money that they make is from visitors. It's basically
No, but you want to tell me France never, like, we don't have a policy out for our Notre
who's
Dame?
paying out that $10 billion?
No, I'm asking you a question.
No, I get it. If it's insured,
But there's companies that will pay it out.
they don't even want to give people $1,000.
No,
Like, what?
I'm not saying it's governmentally insured. I'm just saying that it's insured through some large corporation that
I would
insure
believe
monumental
it was
buildings.
insured if when these people were like, we're going to donate our hundreds of thousands of dollars,
it was-
somebody came out and said, no, don't worry, it's protected.
But I'm just saying, it was also, the Twin Towers were insured.
Were they?
Yeah. So I would be surprised that like there's not if it's valued at that
Look,
level.
One thing I've been hearing
Shit,
a lot-
Mariah Carey's leg
and
are
I'm going to
insured.
say straight up, it's complete conspiracy theory because
What?
I don't know enough about France to say this as fact, but
What,
a lot of
tax
people are
write-off?
speculating that these billionaires that put this money up for Notre Dame
Right.
essentially did it because this is the perfect tragedy for the things that are happening economically for France. Where this tragedy happens, it's not going to cost them $600
I just
plus
found
million
it
dollars.
weird, bro. I saw the
Wait.
numbers.
It's not going to cost them this much to fix it, but that money going in as a donation goes to the France government and helps boost their economy.
But I just find it ironic with the donation amounts. Like, the numbers were too weird to me. It was like 113, 226, 339. I was like, what the? Like, it's just weird.
It's just one of those things, man, where it makes you really wonder
Yeah.
if people could write checks that quickly
And that for those amounts,
for that purpose. It really makes you scratch your head about what the fuck these people keep asking us for money for.
that means they weren't taxing enough. They should be taxing these corporations more.
You
I've
look at
always said it.
You look at someone like OAC saying, you know, the millionaires out there getting a 70% tax.
Don't you guys know what's going on? It's the same thing that happens in Quebec. They halfway build a condo and then they burn it down for the insurance money. That's exactly what it is. And because it's,
Look, I would agree
Listen,
with that
I'm
if
not
this
done.
was
I'm not
like
done. I'm
a
not done.
fucking
I'm not
apartment building.
No,
This
listen-
is the
listen.
Notre Dame that we're talking
yeah,
about, bro.
but the church has been in neglect for years. They had 10 companies
Because they
renovating
tried
it.
to preserve the historic integrity
Integrity
of
of
it, which
it,
I
yeah.
get. Because it's kind of like the Colosseum.
It's like
There's only
restoration, right?
so much of a facelift you could do to it without actually completely
Altering the-
changing
yeah.
it
You know,
altogether.
you can keep it intact. It's just
Yeah.
that it was neglected for so many years. They had 10 to 12 different companies always maintaining, like just recently maintaining it. So like everyone's like fucked up. So they're like, oh fuck it, we can't do shit anymore. Let's just get the insurance money. And because it's a historical place, they know they're guaranteed to get at least 6 figures or more for this place.
6 what?
Oh, six,
Bro.
six.
Or more. That's what I said. 6 figures or more.
Six.
That's not even it. It's worth $10
$6
billion.
is what somebody working in that place was making.
$10 billion
What?
it's worth.
All right. And how much have they raised? How much have they raised now?
The
600
last
million?
number I
It's
heard
gonna keep
was
going up.
600 million plus.
And it's going to keep going up because people
But
are gonna
that's
keep
not
donating.
insurance money. That's
yeah,
donation.
that's billionaires
because-
being like, "Oh, we're gonna help you fix it,"
But that's the thing.
and they want to restore it to what it was
Yo,
prior.
because the
watch
church-
when they restore it. You're gonna have like the Damnier pattern in the sky,
No, because the church, like,
or the monograph logo going around.
because the Catholic Church is not liable to pay for any damages done to any
Of course not.
church like that. So
Why
that's why
would
they
the
don't
church
they don't
take
put
a
money
penny
into
out
it
of their tithes to help their own building.
because it's a Sky Wizard thing.
Bro, be respectful.
I'm not gonna say Sky Wizard. I'm not gonna go out. I'm just saying it looks like one of those perfect accidents that helps France a lot more than it does this actual building.
Hey, all I'm saying is Jesus is no more real than Gandalf. That's all I'm saying.
That's Jason saying that, not me.
True. I have no idea.
I
what you're
respect
talking
everyone
about.
and their religions and their choices that they
Bro,
make
you
in
can't
life.
dispute Jesus being real. He existed. There's proof to it.
Gandalf existed too in books. I read it. I saw Lord of the Rings. He existed
No,
too.
but we know Gandalf is a fictional
Fictionary
fantasy
character, bro.
character.
So is what the Bible told you.
Bro, there's a difference between arguing the existence of Jesus and the Bible.
I'm just saying, you didn't see him. You
Look,
don't know him.
Jesus is a known historical person whose actual lineage has been altered through time to make him more godlike than he actually was.
I don't know about all that, but I know he existed. That's all I'm gonna.
He
as far
did
as I'm
actually
going.
exist. He is an actual person that existed. Whereas Gandalf, we know, is somebody who was
I don't know who
created by Tolkien.
He keeps saying
He
that. I
is
don't
a
know who that-
literal fictional character. Literal.
Say, I don't know Jesus. This
Bro,
supposedly happened.
do you know Christopher Columbus?
Huh?
Do you know Christopher Columbus?
No, I do not.
Right, but
You don't
still,
know he sailed the ocean blue?
but you still wrote on your papers that he discovered America, didn't you?
What?
Discovered something that was already found.
How could you know what I'm saying? That's like someone coming to my house and said, "This is my house." You know what I mean? Like, anyway, that's a different topic.
I've discovered this landmark. Get out.
Nah, that's crazy. This guy, they should be saying some outlandish shit sometimes.
Oh man, is there anything else?
No, I don't even know. It's been a really.
It's
I
been
mean,
a quiet week, man.
For the last 3 weeks.
I mean, if you guys were like heavy in Game of Thrones,
no, thank you.
we could have a chat about
We're not.
the greatest TV show in the world.
Yeah.
No, it was not the worst. Every first to second setup episodes, man. We need to know where everybody is. We need to know where everybody's going. We need to know what's happening. People, and there's the thing. I'm one of the guys who jumps deep into the rabbit hole. No, relax. I am somebody who jumps deep into the rabbit hole. There's probably so much about this episode that you did not notice. Yeah, click your button. Click your button and stick your finger up so people can know what you just did. I swear to God, Tyler just gave me the middle finger because I know he doesn't know what I know. And if we start talking about Game of Thrones, we're going to be here for another 3 hours because I could go deep. Point is, there's so much shit that happened in that episode as far as setting up where the characters are right now, what's about to happen. And keep in mind, episode number 2, we are definitely getting White Walkers at the end of it because episode number 3 has been hailed as the longest running war scene, battle scene in cinematic history.
Are they still winning for winter though?
TV and movie. Bigger than the 40 minutes of Lord of the Rings. It's a full episode of battle and war. So, yes, episode 1 set me the fuck up. Episode 2, get my emotions on a fucking swivel. Episode number 3, I'm prepared to cry. I am prepared to cry.
Why?
Because it's Game of Thrones and I am so attached.
Yo, I don't even
I
understand the hype.
I caught up.
Oh, you saw last week's episode?
Okay, we're
Yeah,
not
I saw
having a
today.
discussion on that. Thank you.
I'm sorry, you're outnumbered.
No, we're not
What do you
having a
think?
discussion on
What do you
this
think
shit.
about last week's shit? Because
What,
boy,
that-
I could talk.
Where Bran
We're here to
essentially
discuss
telling what's going
real
on
issues.
with the dragon.
Dude,
he could-
Bran's a fucking... Why is he always there?
He's Rain Man.
Like, the
That's
fuck?
what he is. He's Rain
Every
Man
time
now.
something happens, he's just staring at the person. And like one of the best lines that he had in the whole show was when Samuel walked up to him and was like, "What are you doing out here?" And he's like, "I'm waiting for an old friend."
Mm-hmm.
Then you finally get to the end of the episode and Jamie shows up and he's just staring at him. I was like, "Oh, the
I
writing
like Jamie
on this show."
from catching up to it. I like Jamie, his character.
He's my favorite character.
I think
Easily.
Braun is his name. Braun.
Jamie Lannister is easily my favorite character. I'm
This is not
Positive.
consistent at all.
he is Azor Ahai.
Braun is my favorite character.
I love Bronn.
He's my
Bronn is
favorite
good
character.
for like that comedy relief. Sorry, what'd you say? Yeah, Bronn is good for that comedy relief. But what I love about Jamie is we have literally seen a character who has been the height of power and arrogance constantly get broken down, rebuilt, was essentially the story of Azor Ahai building the sword Lightbringer and it breaking, building it again and it breaking, building it again, and then he finally keeping it true. And that golden right hand of Jamie's is going to turn to a fiery hand and he will hold Lightbringer and he will be the one to stop the White Walkers.
You think he's the one going to stop the White Walkers?
He is Azor Ahai.
I don't know.
And if he's not, I'm going to riot.
My favorite thing, and spoiler it, I'll just spoil it.
Oh, fuck spoilers. It's been out since last Sunday. Catch up.
I mean, for the last season, like, because I just started watching everything and I caught up to this episode.
Keep in mind, if people aren't even at the very least done season 7,
That's the season I finished.
they
it.
had 2 years to watch 70 plus hours of content.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, you're on your own.
My favorite was when they caught Littlefinger. Like, they closed the door, they thought they were going to interrogate Arya. And then they just started looking at, and everyone looked at him and he started begging. I'm like, he is the cause of everything.
Who, Tyrion?
No, not Tyrion. I'm Littlefinger.
Oh, Littlefinger, yeah.
He's the cause of everything that's gone wrong.
He's not dead.
Oh, no?
I am with great cause. Like, There's so much shit I can show you.
I'm pretty sure.
Like, if you really want to jump into the rabbit hole of Game of Thrones and not just watch it at like
I don't have
episode
time to
value.
read the books. I don't have time to read.
No,
the books.
videos like YouTube videos. I have so much shit I can link you
So
to.
he's alive. You're saying?
There is. I would be very pissed off if the guy who literally planned for everything from everyone, treated them as friend and enemy at all times, got killed in the fucking room with all these people because he didn't anticipate that the girls he was trying to pit together would turn on him. Keeping in mind, there was a scene that he had where he was in like a kind of like stable alleyway where he was talking to a girl and he handed her something.
Yeah.
It was the bronze coin of Bravos, which is the coin that the faceless men use to pay for a life.
Okay.
I doubt he's dead.
So he's gonna come back to life like a faceless man or some shit like
He
that.
is a faceless man.
You think so?
Because we've already known that he has connections to the faceless men through his grandfather, who's from Essos, which is a known place that the faceless men have headquarters in.
Okay.
You guys are
don't
talking
know.
about this shit for too long.
Bro, it is the
Cut it out.
greatest show in television history.
I wouldn't go that far, but okay.
Look, the only two shows comparable, The Wire and Breaking Bad. The only two shows comparable.
I think The Wire is better.
And the reason I say that is, well, I would put Breaking Bad ahead because of writing. I'm somebody who just, at the end of the day, I cherish good writing. And I feel like Breaking Bad, for the 5 seasons they gave us that spanned over 2.5 years, the writing for that, the specifics, the way they really entrenched you in this man's journey from I have cancer to I am the greatest methamphetamine dealer in the Southwest of America. Incredible.
I don't know. The Wire was too real to me.
The Wire, the
Wire was
only thing that
way
falls
too
short
real
for
to
me,
me.
it's during that time where the writer strike happened, and rather than them halting, they got new writers. I think it was season 4?
Season 5, I think.
Was it season 5? It was 4 or 5, either around there, where like they got new writers in it. I felt like the show suffered from that, but outside of that, dude, it's the fucking Wire.
Wire, man. Oh my god. Jamal, did you see The Wire?
I've seen. Of course I have.
Yeah,
Oh my
I
God,
mean,
it's The
come on.
Wire.
I'm black.
You've seen Breaking Bad though, right?
Of course.
Okay, so you're missing Game of Thrones, like the Holy Trinity.
Bro, I don't watch stupidity, bro.
Dude, if you've watched The Wire and you've watched Breaking Bad,
which is very close to reality, both.
but
of
that's what I'm
those
saying.
shows.
Like you've watched 2 of the greatest shows in television history:
Subjective.
The Wire and Breaking Bad.
No, the third one is subjective.
I would say it's subjective, if not for how incredibly
But you
written,
appreciate that
acted,
shit. I don't.
acted, the cinematography, the fact that
I've never seen.
they have constantly eclipsed themselves. Like, look, I don't have to sit here and convince you because at the end of the day, you're the only one missing out.
I'm not missing out on something I don't care about.
If you say so.
I will
Man,
only miss out if I care
Sundays
about it and
are
can't have it.
so special. Like I bought HBO just for this shit. Like I need to see it Sunday 9:00. Put my shit, turn the lights off, bottle of wine. I'm watching Game of Thrones. Everyone, fuck off. I don't exist. Like I put my phone on Do Not Disturb when Game of Thrones is on.
Oh, I don't go that far, but okay.
Yo,
Oh,
that
I
shit
do.
has control
'Cause-
over you.
It's not even a matter. It's a matter of respecting the art because look, when I go to a movie theater and watch a movie, my phone's on silent. It's in my pocket. Like I'm paying attention to what I'm invested in. So why wouldn't I do the same for a TV show that honestly has continuously given me the greatest entertainment I've ever seen?
Well, I'm happy for you.
You should be. Thank you.
Jamal, you have to get into more of these fanny stuff. I
I
think
don't
you're
have to
saying.
get into
I don't know, like,
nothing.
I'm not saying you have to. I'm saying give it a shot. I'm not saying you have to.
Yeah, but
like-
I try to watch Lord of the Rings. I fell asleep all 7
This
times.
is nothing like Lord of the Rings.
But I'm just saying, I try to watch those type of content.
There's
It's
aspects
just,
of
it's
Lord.
just not shit I enjoy.
I think you're more hung up on the idea of the fantasy aspect of it, whereas what holds people to the show has nothing to do with the fantasy side of it.
Bro, I understand that. I'm just saying, I have zero personal interest in that.
Hey man, you're lost.
Bro, it's
What
not
can
a
I say?
loss. Why you gotta word it like that? I mean, it's my choice. It's not my loss.
I have to say it's your loss because nobody who's watched that show and like just seeing it for what it is has been like, yo, this was a waste of my time.
I never just had the time to like sit down and watch it. That's why
Yeah, him was a timing
I never
thing.
had the time to
But
sit down and
look
watch
at him,
Lord of the
like-
Rings. I caught up to it.
In the 2 years that it was off, not only has he caught up, but he has his own theories, his own thoughts about the show because he
And I'm happy
he
for
sees
him.
the vision of it, man.
I like fantasy stuff too.
I'm
There's
happy for him.
there's like Battle of the Bastards. I didn't think that was that good. I
No,
personally didn't think it
my
was that good.
my favorite fight or battle of all of them was battle at Castle Black.
Castle Black was my favorite one. Castle Black was
I love the once again the cinematography of it, the fact that you had so many people that we were so emotionally invested with from the Wildling side and the Night's Watch side,
Yeah.
and you had them going up against each other. Like it was
Castle Black reminded me of Two Towers from Lord of the Rings. That's what it reminded me of.
Yeah.
But I still put Two Towers, Lord of the Rings, the single greatest army fight of
it's incredible.
all time.
And I
love
feel
it.
like with the Lord of the Rings Two Towers, like I said, it was something that we have never seen or expected to experience before. Like 40 minutes of just the battle has begun,
Yeah.
you know, and once it starts, it's like you're in it and you're getting highs and lows, both emotionally, physically. Like you're so invested in what's happening on screen and how you feel about all these characters that you're just freaking out at any little thing that goes on in front of you, which is why I look at this episode 3 that's coming out for Game of Thrones now, which they're essentially saying the whole episode is a battle, which is why I believe episode 2, White Walkers, if they don't start the fight in episode 2, they're walking up on Winterfell because we already know they're
close.
past.
They're one
Yeah.
of the
They've
houses-
already
the kid,
passed Last Hearth.
the kid who
Yeah.
went back. He didn't.
They've
yeah.
already passed Last Hearth. Ned Umber, we saw him like spiked up there in the spiral, which is a symbol from the Children of the Forest.
Yeah.
Like we know they've passed there. The Wildlings and the Night's Watch went there, and there's no walkers whatsoever. So they are gone. Like they came, they did what they had to do, and they left. And you're thinking like an army of the dead that has over 100,000 people. That's very hard to miss. So if you got there and didn't see them, they are gone.
I'm just wondering what's gonna happen in the big battle in because the Lannisters aren't coming.
No, well, do you want a bit of a heads up? Because I found out what the name of episode 4 is.
What's the name of the episode?
Exodus.
Okay, so they're leaving. They're probably
They're not winning that
they're
battle.
bouncing. Then they're gonna probably go ahead.
They are not. Of course, like come on.
So it's gonna be an end episode, I guess, at King's Landing, everything, and everyone's. Gonna,
Oh yeah.
yeah.
And I've looked at this because especially when they put out that trailer of actual scenes from this season, that scene where Arya is running through the halls, bloody head, looking scared as shit.
Yeah.
I don't think that's in Winterfell.
Oh, okay. Oh, we have a question though from the live stream.
Oh yeah, I
Well,
haven't looked back.
I'll read it
down
out
in
to
a
you. I'll
while.
read it out to you. You want me to tell you?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. So Yusuf asked, doesn't someone have to be dead for a faceless man to take your face? In case of Littlefinger actually dying at the end,
I can
at the
answer
end of the
that.
day, why would someone beg for their life if they knew they were to die? Isn't that debunked?
No, I can answer that, and that's a false because I believe it was season 4 or 5 when Arya was actually in the place where the faceless men
She was taking out
are.
the faces,
Yeah,
and her face
She
was
saw
there.
her own
Yeah.
face. She saw faces of people who were still alive, and she saw faces of people who were dead. You don't need to kill someone to get their face, which is something that was believed of the faceless men early on, that they had to kill you in order to get your face. That doesn't have to happen. So to answer that question, no, you don't have to kill somebody in order to get their face, though to get their characteristics, to get their full voice and everything about them, you do have to kill them. That's how it works.
Makes sense.
Yeah. I hope that answers your question, Yusuf.
Jamal.
Are we done with this shit?
All right, let's give
I'm
Jamal a
getting
chance.
bored as
We're
fuck.
never
give
done
Ja-
with Game
Let's
of
give Jamal a
Thrones.
chance. No, we'll give Jamal
I'm
a
not looking
chance.
for a chance. I'm just looking for some entertainment.
No, but if you ever had the chance to watch it, just give it a chance to watch it. If you
It's
have the-
worth it, man.
I'm not gonna. I would
we-
never force you to
You have
watch
2
it.
people here telling you like it's actually worth your time.
I would never tell Jamal to take a
Not
chance to
worth
watch it.
my time. I mean, listen. I don't watch this. For me to engage in something, it has to. I have to be curious about it enough, and I don't think I'm curious at all.
And look, to that's you. Like it's absolutely nothing off of me if you don't watch it. I mean, it's
I don't
completely
think
up to
so.
you. I'm just saying, like, it's worth your time, man. It's such a good show.
Andre saying preach, Jamali.
I don't
About what, Game of Thrones?
No, to Jamali, saying to Jamali, preach.
No, but it's true, bro. Like, I hate things that have that level of control, and I feel like sometimes things are like overhyped, and I would rather, because even Breaking Bad, I didn't watch Breaking Bad when people were going crazy for it. The Wire, I didn't watch it when people were going crazy. I went back and watched it after the hype died down, and I really saw what people appreciate. Would I do that for Lord of whatever it's called? What is it
Game of
called?
Thrones.
Game of
Like,
Thrones?
I'm gonna call it Lord of the Flies. How much interest did I have in it? You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I don't really know. I'm not really.
Hey, and
Not my thing.
end of the day, it's
But I'm glad you guys found something to do because football's not on.
dude, it's
So-
not even something to do.
Uh,
It's more than something to
Yusuf
do.
said that 4 weeks ago he didn't see any of the Game of Thrones.
Oh yeah, I gotta tip my hat to him because he completely neglected his children along with his wife. Just
And you hit your hat for that? That is terrible, Yusuf.
I'm joking, obviously.
Don't be encouraging this.
I'm joking, bro. But no, like I remember when he told our group of friends that he's gonna start Game of Thrones because he wanted to catch up before the final season started, and I think it was 2 weeks, he just crammed all 70 plus hours of it, man. So tip my hat to you, Yusuf. You did that shit. All right. Anything else on the docket or?
What's else on the docket, Jamal? You got something that you want?
No,
Let's
I think
spill
I
on.
touched on everything I wanted to touch on.
I don't know if I have anything like I really
I think
want
I
to talk
cleared
about.
up. I mean, we touched on Bill 21. To me, that was worth a discussion. LeBron, I think what he's doing is great.
I think that's it,
I
guys.
mean, it's a slow week. I mean, I'm just waiting for the Magics to get wiped out, round 2 to start. Like,
But we're there.
Hey, I
I'm happy
revealed
for you, man.
But
If
we're
any-
there, man.
anyone who's watching this, just go back a couple, maybe about 20, 30 minutes and see what I had to reveal on Twitter.
Yo,
what
like
Matt
I said,
said.
you got me with my pants down, man.
Bro,
Pause.
Can't even lie.
yeah, you gotta say pause after these type of statement, bro. You be talking all kind of wild.
relax, bro.
You got me my pants
Why do you
down.
turn everything gay, man?
It's not gay. I'm just saying, bro. Just say pause.
Relax, bro.
And it's not me. Jason said it
It's
first.
it's an idiom, man. You caught me with my pants down.
All I'm saying is that I
Look,
found out he's not a real Magic
I gotta
fan.
give it to him, man. He
Not a
caught
real
me.
Magic fan, and
But I am a Magic
There's-
fan through and through.
hey, I never said fuck the Lakers. I'm done with them. Not my team. Okay.
Oh, remember when they were about to trade Kobe and
Kobe's
he was,
not bigger than the Lakers,
and
there's
he
no
was
proof of
like,
that.
"Yo, if Kobe leaves, I jump ship."
Where's the proof of this?
You
Hey,
didn't have Twitter probably back then. I don't know.
it's the same. It's the same shit.
I was the same shit. I found what you said.
You found one thing.
It doesn't matter. It's one too many. And it's kind of funny because like he could have found something where you were like, go OKC. He found you.
He found nothing about
But
me
no,
saying I'm
he-
done with. You know how many times I said I'm done with the Broncos because they were pissing me off.
Bro, he found you exactly what you're refuting. That you never gave up on the Magics.
Whoa, no, I said I never turned my
Traded.
back on them for OKC.
Do you want me to tell you the score? Andre just told me.
Shut
the score.
up! Shut your mouth, dude! I swear to
Where's
God,
Andre?
no.
I'm not gonna say anything.
I am no.
Don't look at the chat. I swear to God, I won't say it.
Do not.
I won't say
can't
it.
look at
I
the
won't
chat.
say it.
I'm gonna-
You can't look
I'm
at
gonna
I'm
it.
off
tell
the
you.
chat. I'm
Don't
off
look at
the
the
chat.
chat. Don't
No,
look at
I'm gonna tell you.
no, Andre, you're a dickhead.
Oh well,
Fuck
Andre,
you.
thank you very much.
Andre said you're an OKC fan, man. I co-signed you're making that claim a year ago, but now Orlando back in the playoff. He's
A
back.
year ago, tell him to shut the fuck up. A year ago, what is he talking about? Get out of here, Andre. First, you're throwing up the score in the chat, and now you're fuck out of here.
Be respectful, kid.
I'm very respectful. I love Andre. He knows.
I'm trying to see the
So
score.
let me ask you guys this then.
I swear to God, Jamali, if you show me the score or tell me anything revolving the score,
Well,
we're
you
gonna
guys, you gotta
fight.
be Ray Charles for tonight, because
Dude, I'm recording the game. When I get home, I'm gonna watch. Please
it's not my concern.
don't do this to me, man.
Life is not fair sometimes.
You know what?
Matthew.
I'm gonna put my phone on Do Not Disturb because you guys are playing games.
I don't play
you know what?
games.
Fuck that. I can't even risk Do Not Disturb. Just airplane mode. Fuck it.
I don't play games. I quit school because of
You guys
recess.
are on one
You could
today.
Yeah, where do you get all these?
You guys are on one, bro.
These are all-
I asked for one thing in life. Just don't tell me the score.
I didn't tell you the score.
What did you say, Jason?
No, I said where do you get all these sayings? These are like what Dipset used to say back in like the 90s and shit.
Dipset never said that shit. That
They said a lot
was too
of-
intelligent for Dipset to say.
Just don't. Look, you know what? Screw this. We're gonna end this now because you guys are wilding. You guys are wilding.
You want to end it?
Is there anything left to go into?
Anything to plug? Anything to plug? Anyone
I would
wants
like to
plug?
get home and watch the game before somebody spoils it for me.
It's late in the fourth quarter, so by the time we get all right.
Thank you.
Oh shit! They're
Hey,
losing.
shut up. I know you're lying. Shut your mouth.
I never said.
Shut your
the score.
mouth.
They're losing.
Shut up.
Bro.
Shut up.
Who are you talking to?
Shut up.
You say that one more
Shut
time,
up.
you're gonna regret it.
Andre,
Shut your fucking
I'm gonna
mouth.
say this. I'm gonna say this for Andre. Andre, just
Shut
go back.
your mouth.
Andre, just go back
Yo,
a little
I
bit
can't
into
find-
Shut up.
Listen, stop
Shut
it.
up.
Andre, go back a bit into the podcast and you'll see what I said about Matt. I found the tweet, so
I
there it
can
is.
hear you. Are we ending this now or what? What is happening?
Yeah, plug what you want to plug.
Yo, hold on. I want to see the score.
Shut your mouth, fuck. Guys,
Oh.
Jamal, I swear to God. I swear to
Oh,
God. Keep it to
wow.
yourself. Keep it to yourself.
Like
Keep it to
don't worry.
yourself.
It's nothing. It's
to
nothing.
yourself.
It's nothing drastic. That's he's just making it for effect. Don't worry.
I know he is. I know he is, but it's pissing me off.
This is the last time
It's
you
pissing me
go.
off. Like, it's the only thing I asked today. It's the only thing I asked today. Just don't tell me the score.
I'm not telling you the
That's all I
score.
asked.
I'm not telling you the score.
I don't want any dramatic effect.
I'm just telling you.
No.
Okay,
No.
if you're gonna act like this, I'm gonna act.
No, no, no.
Okay, whoa.
I don't know.
Calm down there.
I don't know.
Calm
I
down.
don't know. We're gonna end the show.
Let's just say
We're
by the time we
going
record
to
this next,
end the show, Jamali, please. Thank you very
when
much.
we record this next
Where are
week,
you going? We're ending. Oh my God, you guys are gonna drive me nuts. Like we came so far. We came so far and did so well. We're gonna end this, okay?
and what?
We're gonna end the show.
Oh, just like the Magic's season.
Jamali, I swear to God, when these cameras turn off,
What?
I might fucking murder
You
you.
ain't murdering shit, bro.
You better come correct then.
Bro, you ain't murdering shit. You couldn't
Play
even,
your position.
You couldn't even.
Shut the fuck up.
You couldn't even kill
Let's
time
end the
if you had
show.
nothing to do.
Because these guys are freaking me out now because I want to know what's going on in the
This guy's like, he's
game.
gonna murder me.
I want to
Couldn't-
know what's going on in the game and it's pissing me off.
Couldn't kill
Okay,
time,
can
bro.
we end this?
Yeah, we can end it.
All right, guys. Thank you so much for listening to the Don't Be Mad podcast. Thank you guys that tuned into the live streaming. We appreciate it so much. Your contribution as well helped a lot. As for myself, I am so grateful to the week that I had off. I feel so recharged. I can't wait to get home and watch this game that these guys are literally driving me nuts about. Do you guys have anything you want to say to end the show?
Yeah, listen to our next episode as there will be no mention of the Magics. It'll be done.
How? It's game 3.
Yeah, by this time next week it'll be over.
Yo,
You know
for your sake, I hope it is. Pray we lose.
what? I don't pray for.
Pray we lose.
I don't pray for stuff
Pray we
that I
lose.
expect.
Pray we lose.
I go collect the blessing.
Because your fucking LeBron is at home with his wife and kids. Fuck.
I'm
Pray
sure.
we lose.
He's probably looking at his 3 rings.
Fucking dick. Jason, what more do you have to say, man?
Bro, first of all, you have no grounds to talk about the Magics when you clearly denounced them when 2016.
Yeah,
Bro,
people
it's-
just have to go back. I'm not saying people have to go back.
It's 2016. You denounced them, bro. Wow, that's like dumping a chicken. And
I don't
going
talk
back
to
and
people who
still
don't
trying
watch
to
Game of
claim her
Thrones.
like that's my girl.
I don't
Bro.
talk to people who don't watch Game of Thrones.
Oh wow, we're talking about basketball, bro.
I
Basketball
can't hear you over here in the playoffs.
in the playoffs.
I can't hear you over here.
When
in
was
the
the
playoffs.
last time you were? Oh,
I
9
can't hear
years
you over
ago.
here in the playoffs.
Bro, if you had a kid when the
Blur
last
this
time
out
you
if
made
you're
it,
under 18. Sorry.
very mature.
I can't hear you over here in
Mom
the
is saying,
playoffs.
"Stop your hissy fit."
Exactly.
Oh,
Thank
no,
you,
no, no.
mama.
Mom, I love you to death. but
Thank you, mama.
You know what this is.
She knows her son very well. Yeah.
Oh, I love my mother. She pays attention to everything. Mom, I love you to death.
Oh, look
Wait,
at you.
you know
Look,
what
you
this
look at
is,
all
man.
soft and fluffy
Of
now.
course, it's my mother, man. It's my mother.
Where that tough guy went?
For my mom?
No, but you.
I would never be tough with my mother, man. I love her to death.
Not at all. I'm not saying
Strongest
with your
woman I
mother.
know in my life,
Just
man. I
don't
love
come
you,
with
Mom.
that same energy. That's what
I
you're
love
I'm
you,
just,
Mom.
I'm just saying, keep it
I love you.
consistent. Still with the same energy.
You're the best, Mom. I love you.
All right, let's end this up.
Oh,
Let's
look
end
at
this
this
up.
guy out
Dude,
here.
dude, I love my mom, man. What do you want from me?
You should.
No, so plug.
If you're with my nieces, tell them I say hi.
yeah.
Is that your mom?
Tyler, I swear to God, you are playing with fire.
Yo,
All of you are playing with fire.
Tyler is slick. Tyler's in the background. We just be like, lurking.
You are playing with fire, Tyler.
Tyler is lurking, bro.
I swear to God.
All right, plug
Are we good?
plug your socials. Plug your socials.
Are we good? All right, guys. You know where you can follow us on Twitter and Instagram at Don't Be Mad Pod. You can follow us as well on the live stream with Facebook, Don't Be Mad Podcast. Jamali, what is it? J Stapleton 514.
Bro, you're already giving up my government. J Staples 514.
J Staples 514. Sorry.
Dropping government money.
For Jason, it's at
Nixon.
JJMB.
Everything's at you. Instagram.
Sorry,
everything.
bro. At JJMBA, all letters.
Everything's there.
And for myself, at LeftyLucky_ on all platforms. Thank you guys so much for tuning in for the live stream, listening on YouTube,
Well, hello,
watching on YouTube,
Tyler.
sorry, listening on all the podcast platforms. This was another episode of the Don't Be Mad Podcast. Thank you so much.
Yo, Tyler, you got shout out on the live, by the way. Just gotta let you know.
Take care, everyone. See you next time.